Hello, and this is Rootguard, and welcome to my channel. I am playing Starship Theory today. This is a free game on Steam. It's a relatively old game and basically abandoned, but it's one of my guilty little pleasures that I play every once in a while. So what I'm going to do today is show you the game and how to start on the hardest difficulty. So first off, you're going to need to look at your crew. Ideally, you want to have a level 3 engineer, which is this orange indicator, and 3 in intelligence on a separate person, and that's the blue indicator. The green is how fast you move, and the red is how much energy, hunger, and health, and the greenish is the combat. You can kind of think of this game as Rimworld in space, but it's not as in-depth as Rimworld, so it's like a fun little game to play every once in a while. So I'm going to select new crew to see when I can actually get them at a level I like. I think personally engineering is a bit more important than intelligence, so I may try a few more times to get one that's balanced. Okay, this one's fairly balanced. I got 3 in engineering, 3 in intelligence. Kind of wish that they had more agility, but can't have everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. So yeah, welcome to Rimworld in space in an escape pod. Now I'm going to be pausing it quite often, especially at the start, to get everything I need set up as quickly as I can, because it's almost a little bit of a race against time. So I'm going to put a setup hull along the side to be built, along with the airlock. Now, for the airlock, I want my best engineer on that to try to speed that up. So I'm selecting Christine, which has 3 in engineering. So let's go ahead and speed up the game. Okay, and now I'm going to pause it. Now I am going to select all roles for being an engineer and unpause it. Okay, so first off, I'm going to want 2 small heat vents and a mining laser. Do not use the mining laser until you got your heat vents down, because you will overheat and cause a fire and kill everybody. Trust me, you do not want that. Okay, while that's going on, I'm actually going to add a cargo hatch for a little bit more cargo space. And put in my heat vents. I can't because I don't have enough. As you see in cargo, I don't have any silicon, and I will need silicon. So I am going to remove the engine for now, and I'm going to remove all the engineers and pick my best engineer for this. Again, do not use the laser until you have at least 2 of the heat vents down. Okay, I'm going to get everybody to engineers again, because I'm going to remove these 2 hulls. Again, I'm not using the laser until I have both of those down. So with the laser, you just point, and you saw that red block, and this is a yellow block. The red blocks are metal, the yellow or gold. You get blue blocks, which are silicon, and you've got the light whitish blue blocks for ice. Keep an eye on your heat. I see at my low level, I can only max it out at 10. So it will definitely cause a fire in your ship if you go above 10. Okay, now I like at first always buy some extra food so I can get some extra time getting my food up and running. So I'm also going to place down a CPU panel and a small solar panel because I need to remove these panels in the middle so I can put a floor down. Okay. Why I'm doing that is I'm going to need a food dispenser. Now, with the food dispenser, you're going to have to rotate it. I'm using the 1 key because it is directional. The water cooler isn't. So I'm going to power everything on and see what I've got. Now, I max on my power, and I'll have 5 CPU available. So I will need to put another solar panel on to get everything up and running. Okay, everything's up and running. I have 16 power and 3 CPU. And right now I have 30 metal and 22 food and 16 water in my cargo. Now, my next step is to expand the ship some so I can put in a research console and also a food, a plant, I forget what they call it, a small plant bed, so I can start making my own food, because you cannot rely on the ships to have food to sell. And later on in the game, they will not sell food at all. So now, granted, it doesn't all manual until you get it's manual on the asteroids until you get the auto miners, but you have to research that. So let's go ahead and add more hull. Now, I really need silicon. Silicon will be a major thing at first, and I'm actually going to buy the silicon that this ship had so I can speed up my build. Because I really need another heat vent. As you see, the star heats up the ship, but they can be much worse than that. As you can see on the neutral ship, they're already in flames because of it. I do not want to be that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some more cargo hatches because I'm going to open up some more flooring. So I can put a research console in a small plant bed. I'm aiming for the smaller asteroids because the larger ones take a longer time to break, and I only have one mining laser right now. go. Again, the auto lasers will make it collecting that automatic, and you don't even have to do anything when you have the auto miners up. We need more CPU power. More CPU, not CPU power. Power and CPU are two different resources here in this game. What I'm doing is selecting on, pushing P to see if I can power up everything. And it looks like I only have one power available, so I might as well put up another solar panel. The solar panel basically generates 20 units, and it costs 0 power and 0 CPU to operate, as you can see from that one panel that shows up. Like it needs 5 metal and 2 silicon. Alright, now since I have that, I can put down a small plant bed as well in operations, put down a research station and rotate that because that's also directional. Heading to another asteroid field so I can hopefully collect the metal and the silicon I need to complete the 2 buildings, the research console and the small plant bed. Oh. And watch out for the stars, because again, with that and adding to the mining lasers, especially when I have so few heat vents, will cause me much pain. Okay, I'm mainly looking for silicon right now. You see, when you're actually mining the mineral clusters, it does increase your heat more so than just the regular asteroids. So be aware of that. What happened there was I got hit, and if you've got something to build, it usually destroys it outright, and you have to restart it. Okay. Now I have one of those consoles. I'm going to go science and open up the research pane, and what I'm going to go for first is mainly the medium solar panel, which gives me a little more power. These are 2 units wide, so that does impact you, so you really only gain 10 extra power units. Another one I'll probably be going for will be the medium heat vent, because I need to get my heat under control quickly. Alright. Now I'm waiting on the small plant bed. I need 2 metal, but I'm not going to buy metal. Metal is really easy to get in asteroid field. As you see, engineering is progressing quickly now. You can have multiple research consoles and put multiple people onto that to make it even faster, which is usually what I end up doing at the very beginning, at least. Now with the plant bed, it's basically trading food for water. So when you have that plant bed going, you really have to watch on your water storage. At least at the very beginning. Like, it all becomes a moot point later on in the game, once you got everything under control. As you can tell, I can still overheat in this configuration, so I still have to be careful with that. Alright, so I have all that done, so I'm going to add a few more bits to the hull and also get my small engine back. Now a bit about the engine is that your mass is every 10 squares. You will increase your 10 squares, as in hollow floor, will increase your mass. And the mass tells you what type of ships you're going to face in this game. So if you go too quickly, you're going to get more challenging ships before you're ready. Now with -2, that's my ship of 8. It's always nice to have the maximum of 5. It also helps you in the asteroid belts and not getting asteroid hits on you. And also, I can't jump with a negative. So if I had a hostile ship and I was down to negative in the negatives, I wouldn't be able to jump away. So it's kind of important for me to get that going. So I need 15 metal. Oh heck, I'm just going to remove these to help me get the metal, because if I don't get the metal in time, it's going to get painful really quick. Because it only will take one hostile ship, and I'll be having to eat laser fire and try to keep myself repaired until I can get the engine. Okay. That will get my engines going. And I'm down to 8 food, which is what I'm going to do now, is make my other another crew member that has 2 intelligence as science, so they can start making food. Requires 5 CPU. I'm going to unlock the medium solar panel. Place it right there. And when I can do that, great. Hopefully the ship is friendly. Now, okay, it's friendly. So if you warp out with the crew outside your ship, you're going to lose them. So just for your information. And to prevent that, you can click on code blue to make all crew return to the ship. Black is when you want them to abandon ship. And red is to focus on combat and repairs. And with code red, they won't even eat or drink. So you gotta watch that. Because you can, if you forget to have it on, you could start getting your whole crew pushing daisies. Gonna wait until I'm out of this asteroid field before I do some more things. Okay, so I got the large solar panel, so I'm going to be able to remove 2 solar panels. I'm going to add another CPU panel. That should be able to power everything on nicely. Okay, and I've got 8 power and 18 CPU, which means I can put down another heat vent. And right now I'm at +1 ship evade, so I can warp out, and it helps with my asteroid evasion. Not as much as 5 obviously, but better than nothing, especially to start. Now as you keep your crew on that task, they will gain experience, and that's this experience level right here. I'm gonna go blue, and then I'm gonna jump, and so it will increase your skills as you go up. Engineering will favor the engineering, and when that's done, it will do endurance or agility, and that's mainly for any of the roles. General will give you agility though, and then endurance, science, intelligence, then agility and or endurance. Operations will also do intelligence, engineering, military. Captain, well, I don't know what captain gives you, because usually I will have a captain with maxed out stats. You can only have one captain though, and that helps morale and stuff, but usually you don't. Usually you can go the whole game without it. It's more of a late game role. Alright. So I think that is all that I'm going to do for this episode. I hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Bye now.